Hey everyone, Average Gatsby here, and I told you guys I'd never do a competitive multiplayer game, but I had so much good stuff from my Blaster video, review video, that I thought I could make a sort of a tips video. This is going to be tips mainly on the Blaster. That's the only class you're going to be seeing here, because this is the class that I'm probably the best at, and it's also probably it's definitely the easiest class to use if you're someone who wants to get in people's faces, and I think the only class that's a little bit easier to use is probably the Deputy. It's just a very straightforward class, and it's a class that really rewards the aggressive player, which is not always what I want to do, but it's in this game, aggressive play is rewarded. Not playing aggressively is a sure way to not only not win the match, but to get yourself in a terrible situation of spawn trapping. So let's talk about how the Blaster plays. Right now I'm on defense, and basically the most general advice I can give is the Blaster is meant to stay with his teammates and provide that armor bonus. The armor bonus is really important. Everyone benefits from it, and it can make you a very strong team. It also helps you to play more aggressively. If you can afford to get shot more often, you can afford to run out in the open a little bit more. You can afford to take a few more hits and get to the position that you want to get to. Let's talk about at least how the game goes. You always kind of want to stay moving in this game, and this works out really well for the Blaster, because the Blaster shotgun gets almost no bonus from aiming down sights. That's another reason why it's a very easy class to use, because since you don't have a bonus from aiming, you don't have to really concentrate on it. You can just fire your shotgun the normal way. It's not really hip firing, it's kind of like it, but right here I pick up a nice little grenade double, and before I get taken out. But firing the shotgun just unaimed is perfectly acceptable. In fact, that's how I recommend you fire, so that you don't slow down, so that you can keep moving along. It's kind of a weird thing to think about, but there are no machine guns in this game. So if someone's firing at you and they miss, well, you've got a little bit of leeway before they take another shot. And so if you're moving around all the time, it makes it so you survive a heck of a lot longer. No one's going to be able to aim at you and just follow you and mow you down, unless a skilled deputy will be able to do that, and a gunslinger might be able to do that. But a trapper, they've only got one shot and they've got to charge it up, and the Blasters, you've only got 2 shots before you have to reload again. Let's talk about as far as defensive play. You'll notice I'm actually playing pretty aggressively as a defender. That was because this game rewards aggressive play, and it rewards it in a few ways. One of the ways is spawning. The more aggressive you are, the more of, and by aggressive, I mean the team is being aggressive, not just you, sort of being a lone wolf running out here by yourself. By the team being aggressive, it means that the team is going to have more advantageous spawns, because you have the option of either spawning on your flag or spawning on where at your main base. If you're on the attack or defending team, you want your flag to be in a position, at least close enough to the action where someone can quickly get in there and make a difference. It's especially important when you're on attack to have the flag carrier either be the person, as you can see right now, carrying the gold or carrying the dynamite, or be, shadow that person and be right on them the entire time. This is because, if someone gets taken out, they can spawn right back on you. And now, this wasn't exactly the most skilled team I was fighting right here, and I'll be pointing out a lot of the mistakes that they make. One example of some of the mistakes right there is that guy fired a shotgun way too early. He fired it from the hip at me, and he didn't line up his shots. He just wanted to get 2 shots, and then after firing a shotgun, he continues to run forward, even though he's reloading, which gave me time to simply, throw down the gold and aim my shots and take him out. I also want to really point something out in this game, is that most of the game types that are really popular right now are objective-based. what that means is that kills matter a heck of a lot less. Now, kills still matter. Kills always matter, because kills mean someone's respawning. Kills mean one less body on the field, one less person to have to worry about. But if you're just going out there and your team is just going out there for kills, and I've seen this so often, you're not going to be as successful as someone who, is really going for the objective. Now, on defense, of course, you're going for kills, but there's still ways to screw up only going for kills. Now, I want to point out something right here, and this is a huge blunder on their part. Notice how they do not pick up this flag. They leave it right here and allow me and 2 other people to spawn on this location and continue to drive them back while someone else is still moving forward and carrying the gold back to the base. I mean, what a huge error. You can't leave a flag like that. You need to send it back to base. As you can see, as soon as I took out that one defender who had the flag, I sent it back to base, and now everyone that we've just killed, they're going to have to make the long run over there, and there's no chance that they're ever going to catch up to our gold carrier. As you can see, that guy was running full tilt and totally doesn't make it and gets gunned down. Let's talk about who the blaster should play with. The blaster and the gunslinger are best friends. The gunslinger adds both a accuracy and a damage bonus to the blaster because it not only makes the shotgun more accurate, but a more accurate shotgun means that the pellets that go out are in a tighter range, and because they're in a tighter range, more damage can be done to the target. As you can see here, our whole team is right now shadowing the flag carrier. And what do these guys do? They don't go for, they don't go for the, I'm sorry, not the flag carrier, the gold carrier. They go for the guards. The first thing that gunslinger and the blaster should have done, the blaster should have just chucked some dynamite right into the middle of all of us, and maybe gotten a kill, but at least probably would have been able to take out the gold carrier. And the gunslinger should have aimed down his sights and taken the gold carrier out, at least drop him to the ground. As you can see, sticking together is giving off a huge advantage, and the armor bonus that I'm giving to the gunslingers right now is also really important. They're able to take a lot more damage and be able to use their moves right more effectively. Right here, I'm hoping for a heal, and I don't think I get it, or I get it really late, and that's something as far as team play goes, you really want to be aware of. You always want to be. If you see someone on the ground, run over and help them out, unless, there's no way that you can get to them. And finally, I get helped out, and then, I was going to go help out the other guy, but he got taken out by this guy in here, and he gets finished off. But you'll notice, this entire video you've been watching, we're all staying together. Now, here's another tip, and this is a really good strategy to use if you're in an intense situation and you want to get the gold quickly back to your base. Picking it up and throwing it immediately. This does 2 things. One, when you're picking up the gold and throwing it immediately, instead of this, big white target appearing on the enemy's screen, they don't really see anything until you pick it up and then when you throw it. But all that time it's in the air, all that time it's traveling, the enemy does not see that on their map. They don't have the that giant, marker like, that's similar to the way the deputy's weapon acts. As you can see from the text, someone's asking me, how I'm getting that done, and it's pretty, it's a really effective tactic. Anyway, I'm Average Gatsby. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to do a few more of these, so give me any feedback you like, and I'll see you later.